Welcome back to the allotment project. Well, today it's absolutely gorgeous sunshine, but previous to this, hailstone, rain, wind. Oh, terrible. In fact, everywhere was flooded. It's just receding now, as you can see. So yesterday was a little short video. I thought I'd be a bit more in depth today. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. I need to get a place ready for the parsnips, and I've got some more Swedes, turnips, beetroots. Got lots and lots of stuff, as you can see. I've got lots and lots of stuff growing. But I also need another area for at least the parsnips. So this is what I'm doing. Putting it all through the riddle. I'm trying to get out as much rubbish as possible. Failing, right? But nails, glass, stones, everything that basically stops your parsnips from going downwards. So I tried to double dig it, treble dig it, so I've decided to put it through the riddle there. And still, as you can see, let's have a look here, nails, and oh, it's a stick, so we're alright with that. I don't know what that is. Yak that. So taking all the horsetails out too, much as possible. And these small ones, terrible. So I don't have much of an area here, but I'm going to get a few parsnips in. Because underneath this is flags. May have to take those up because I do need the ground. So far I've filled this bucket up here 4 times with that sort of stuff. Stones, bits of rocks. Anyway, yeah, yesterday while I was doing it, I managed to dig out these strawberries and other fruits. Not too sure what they are yet. Some sort of currant. Let's see, we've had some rain. It's all receded now, but you can see where it was. Right up here, everywhere was flooded. Potatoes are in there, I think I said that yesterday. A bit of a path in there. Lots of fruit bushes coming along. Planted a few flowers in between. Got the bees in there, as you can see, and butterflies can get through this one. Quite large, really. Not as easy to get through this. That's a bit better. It's good netting this. It's supposed to last about 10-15 years. Cost a fortune, but there we go. From Henry Cowles. So it's really good stuff. It's the best stuff I've used, best stuff I've found to use. As you can see, I've got a nice hawk flying above there, trying to keep the pigeons away. But, oh, there we go. But that's unsuccessful. Because I keep going along and digging everything up. So into this wild area. There's lots of raspberries suddenly shooting up. Bee haven round here. This footpath through to Jonathan's. There's this pond. So there were thousands of tadpoles in there, and there's not one left. No sign of anything floating. No frogs. Just nothing. There's no fish in there. Some boatmen water skaters. He's done a lot of work on here, reclaiming quite a lot, looking so much better. Don't know where he's putting the stuff, must be burning it. The hazelnut hedge coming along nicely. Strawberry patch is doing okay, still full of weeds. I do weed, as you can see. Not doing too good, not doing, they are growing, but they feel dry. They've been fed, they've been watered a few times. And some big ones down there. Probably just see that. Crossing to Jonathan's. Yeah, looks like he's had a fire. Strawberries are doing really well. Actually doing better than mine. His soil is 10 times better than mine. Mine's just stone. It's got some decent soil. Got some good strawberries coming through down there. Now I've got a few over there as well. As you can see. That's his rhubarb. That's the strawberries, they're the late strawberries. His vine's doing really good. Have a quick look in there. Courgettes are doing really, they're exceptional, those courgettes. His vine's got quite a few, look like they could turn into actually grapes. There we go. Lots of tomatoes. Onions and garlic. Onions, I think they're turnips, they're beetroot. I don't think he can write, he doesn't use labels. Peas, always recognise peas. Don't know if he's growing anything under these. Oh, not at the moment. Very dry under there. Looks like a pumpkin. 2 pumpkins. Sunflowers. Potatoes coming at the side there. Some coming at the top, a row at the back. Fruit area. compost bin. More compost. Haven't been in this one yet. Oh, there's some tomatoes. I can see he's used buckets this year to hold the frame down. That's a good idea. Last year it took off. Ended up in the middle of Ashton somewhere. Yeah. Oh, it's warm in here. Should work well in here. I think his leg's too far out there, not close. We've got fruit trees. There's nuts. Looks like apple, cherry. It's been moved 3 times. That. It's doing okay. And then we'll go back into the pond. So there's my garlic. It should be getting ready to fill out any time. I did put beans in here, but you can see holes. So we've got a mouse, I think, digging all the beans out. Everywhere where there's a bean, there's no hole. I suppose there has beans now. There's beetroots under cover. Tomatoes growing well. Another one there. Second year in place these, so they should grow quite large. Pigeons. So I've got fruit on from last year. This year's fruit's coming through. And I think this is supposed to be a cherry. I was told it was a cherry. So it could be. Or it could just be a flowering cherry. I've let this area grow wild this year. So we have butternut squash, some onions, peas. Oh, these are self-seeded, not the onions, but the peas, the tomatoes, they're soft seeded. Courgettes down there. That one's working well. And I've put these chilies in today. I've got just a few lettuce left. Some more onions. I'm trying not to overwater this year, so I have a water meter in. And it's measuring low depths, wet. Even though it's very dry on top, it's measuring wet. Because when they get too wet, they go like this. Yellow. So try not to water too much. Sweet took a battering today. Absolutely decimated them. Plus the ants, there's lots of ants growing. They're eating the leaves. It's like garlic, onions. Plenty of tomatoes in here. Same again. Try not to overwater. Have a look at that. And that's saying it's dry. And that side's saying it's green, which is moist. Try the ones with the manure around the top. And they're moist, so maybe these could do with a quick water. Yep, I think they're getting onto it. They need a bit of water. That one's moist. They're all turnips. A few parsnips, not many this year. And some more. They look like chilies them down there. Beetroots, lots of beetroots. So I've got quite a lot of stuff to put in to that small area. It won't all go in, but I get in what I can. And this one's a red pepper. Potted this up today. That's why that's showing wet. So that's it, that's your lot. You've seen it all again. There's a lupin. This border was full of them last year. It was only that one survived. I have put some smaller ones in, I grew them from seed. Some small ones down there. There's one in the middle of the door. Now these have grown with it in a week, because last week, when we had no water, I put the gauge in and it's, yeah, it was above the plant last week. How much below? This grass needs cutting. So that's where I'll leave you for today. Enjoy your gardening. I'll catch you on the next one.